Do you find it frustrating when you're on Tinder and you're swiping and you get nothing in return? You get no matches. You've got plenty of girls that you've liked, and you're not just right swiping on every girl, you're being pretty selective, but you don't get anything in response. There are no ting, you've got a match. And the only matches you do get are when you're just like swiping in desperation and you get some girl that you're not at all going to be interested in and she matches with you. And you speak to your friends and they seem to get matches on Tinder, on Bumble, on Hinge, whatever else you might use. Um, what's the secret? How are they getting matches? Aren't they like as good looking as you are? Aren't you as good looking as they are? Maybe you're even more interesting than them. You're better looking than them. Yet you can't seem to get any matches. You look at your photos and you think they're pretty good, right? Or you think they're at least decent. They're worth some matches with some attractive women, aren't they? So what are you doing wrong? Are you thinking that you're ugly? You're pretty aware of how dating apps work, and you know that you're pretty reliant or almost totally reliant on your photos to get you the results you want and deserve. But you're not getting anything, so you get yourself down. You pity yourself. You find yourself frustrated, wondering if you really are ugly and undeserving of an attractive woman. Let me tell you, that's not the case. You are worthy of dating beautiful women, and you are absolutely worthy of finding some of these beautiful women on dating apps. It's not the easiest task in the world. There's a lot of competition with guys on these dating apps, but you can do it if you know how to take the right pictures. And it doesn't have to be hard, but sometimes you make it so, because you look at the pictures, think you're doing it right, but you're just banging your head against the wall, because no matter how hard you try, the pictures aren't doing you any justice. You're not getting any matches, and you're just getting more and more frustrated and low. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how to get the photos you need to improve your success on dating apps and finally get some dates with attractive girls on apps like Tinder and Bumble. The first thing you're going to need to do is find some decent fitting clothing. And that doesn't mean like super tight fitting and spray on skinny jeans, but that just means for your body type, find clothing that fits it well. Go onto Reddit, go onto male fashion advice on Reddit, just Google it now and search your body type. Are you really athletic? Are you overweight? And then what you want to do is go to the store and, after you've done some research on the internet, find some clothing that you think will suit your body type, that isn't too tight fitting, or if you're like ripped to the gills, that is quite tight fitting and maybe does show off your abs and your biceps and whatnot. But go to the store, get some clothing, right? And try it on and look at yourself in the mirror. And the next step, if you really want to go out there, is take pictures of it, post it on a fashion forum, post it on Male Fashion Advice Reddit, and ask for people's feedback. That's all you have to do. It really is simple. Secondly, in regard to clothing, ask a shop assistant what they might think. Preferably go for a woman. Generally, women know their shit when it comes to clothing, at least more than men, generally speaking. So ask a woman what she thinks might suit your body type, what might suit you for fashion. And then listen to her advice. Take it. Buy the clothing. Try it on. See how you feel in it. So, you've got a decent bit of clothing, and ideally you want a couple of items per body type, so per body part. So you want a couple of tops, a couple of pairs of trousers or jeans, because you don't want to be wearing the same thing in every photo, because a girl might think that you're a bit, unhygienic or completely strapped for cash. Next, you want to get a decent camera. Now you don't have to get a fancy DSLR. You can get a digital camera, or you can just simply use your phone. If you've got a decent phone camera, use that. Otherwise, ask a friend if they can come out with you to take photos and use their phone. Because I'm sure that at least one of your friends or family members will have, one, a decent camera, or two, a decent phone to take photos on. The next thing you want to do is to find some good locations for taking these photos. Now, you don't have to go too far out there, like going to Ibiza for the weekend for a photo shoot, but think about some local areas, spots in your local area. Maybe a park, maybe at the gym, It might be at a gymnasium or at a famous landmark in your local town or city. Maybe you want to take some photos of you doing a hobby, playing chess, or I don't know, doing a handstand, or playing lacrosse with friends. Just, you want to have in your head, well, on a piece of paper, some ideas, some places you can definitely go on a photo shoot day and take some good photos of yourself. So write these down. Next, I want you to plan a slot in your diary, in your calendar, for a photo shoot day. Now, I recommend doing this with a friend because you'll be more comfortable taking the photos and you won't have to ask every new stranger about taking a photo for you. But you can do it by yourself if you've got the confidence, and perhaps if you've got a tripod or whatever else, a selfie stick. Next, and this is a big part, the photos themselves. What photos are you going to be taking? So there are 5 key photos you want. 1 with an animal, 2 of your style, 3 exercising, 4 topless, and 5 one of you doing a hobby or a passion. So we can break these down a bit more. If you haven't got a pet, or you don't like animals, or you're allergic to animals, well, find an animal you're not allergic to, and also ask someone else if you can take a picture with their pet. Doesn't matter if it's a dog, a cat, an elephant, a zebra at the zoo, just take a picture with an animal. People, and obviously girls included in people, like animals, generally speaking. And if they don't, well, that's a yellow flag in itself. Next, take a photo of yourself exercising. A girl loves a guy who keeps in shape, or at least does what they can to improve their health and fitness. So find a spot on a park, go for a run, and just, I don't know, do a sprint, you know? So find a spot at the park and do sprints. Do 50-meter sprints and get your friend to take a photo of you whilst you're sprinting. And you'll have your game face on, you look in the moment, maybe a bit of sweat. That's attractive. Or maybe you're at the gym and you just ask a gym buddy, a trainer, a stranger, a friend, to take a picture of you while you're doing a set. Shoulder press, squat, deadlift, whatever. Maybe you play football in the evenings and you want to ask a spectator to take a picture of you. Do that also. You also want a picture of you wearing the clothing you've bought, or the outfit you've made with the clothing you already own. So it could be a candid shot. I do recommend a candid shot of you sitting down on a step outside a building, or leaning against a tree like the one behind me, or just sat pensive looking up at the sky or looking down at the ground, something like that. Just get a picture that showcases your fashion sense. Next, have one topless. Now, if you're an overweight guy or you feel insecure in your body, you can give this a miss, but I don't recommend it, because even if you are overweight, she's going to be able to tell that from the other pictures of you. She's going to see it in your stature, you know, she's going to see it from the size of the clothing, she's going to see it in your face. So feel like you own it, you know, own your body, own who you are. And just take off the top and take a picture of yourself topless. Maybe you're walking on a beachfront, or you're in the park and it's sunny and you're just playing some football or talking with friends, you know. Just take a picture of yourself with your top off. Honestly, it will serve you. And finally, take a picture of yourself doing a hobby. Now, this can be combined with the other photos. Maybe you're on a fashion walk and that's a combination of your hobby and your style photo. Maybe you're playing football and this is your hobby, and it's also combining the exercising photo. If so, then you still want to keep to 5 photos, so try to get another photo, different angle, different facial expression. Maybe if you're a footballer, you're holding the football and smiling at the camera. Just make sure you're getting a photo of you doing something you're passionate about, because this will tell the girls on Tinder and whatever other dating apps you use a bit of who you are. It'll get them a bit intrigued about your personality. And finally, for a bonus photo, get a portrait photo. So that's close up, either looking straight and somewhat significant, stern, serious, or one of you smiling, or maybe someone's made you laugh and you're laughing and they've got a portrait of you laughing. Any one of these is good. Go what you're most comfortable with and throw it on your profile. Ideally, if it's a really good photo and it's maybe professionally taken, or with a phone that can blur the background, or if you've done a bit of editing to do that, put it as your first photo. Cool. Well, good luck building your profile. Please post any comments in the comment section below, and I will respond to all your comments with any queries or doubts or criticisms. And yeah, have fun dating.